He's like,
Okay. Do I still have my friends?
Yes, you have your.
Can we put the little colored dot? I don't know. Only if you want to put the little colored dots on them, then we know whose color is color, and we can start giving them identities.
Yeah.
Yes.
Might be fun too. Sorry.
I forgot those were a thing. Thank you for the reminder.
Four baby turtles.
Boom!
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Good idea, man. Thank you. That's.
Except we have to use like Dark Age pre-Enlightenment artists to name them.
You go first.
Charlemagne.
Oh, damn it.
Wait, wasn't Charlemagne after the Dark Age? Don't fuck with me.
No, let me be here. He was after the Dark Ages, but he was pre-Renaissance, so pre-Enlightenment.
Right, this one's name.
But nice job, Ed.
This one's name is Scrappy.
No.
Hold on. You guys gonna have to do it in the game. So let me get. Okay, so we're get. So everybody's ready to get started then. Bevan. All right. So.
So you want to do the intro?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's okay. All right. So. Last time, you guys had gone through the town, did some shopping, but you also woke up in a dream state where you met Eris Dawnforged, your old master, where she'd taken you into her realm. You saw some stuff you weren't supposed to see because my Roll20 subscription lapsed for a second because I got a new debit card. But you fought an Azer and some demons, and you came out on top. Almost lost the wolf, but he was pulled back from the ether at the last second. Eris told you that, all about the Morpheus Edge. It's able to cut in between dimensions from this realm into the ether. And then if you match it with the Phobator's Chris, another magical dagger, you can cut straight into the world of dreams. That is currently being is sieged, I guess, by some demons, and they're going to try to put the kibosh on that. So, God damn it, you guys. I can read while I talk. That's one of my favorite parts of it. Okay, so after that, you came back. You all decided it was time to get serious, time to hit the road, and then you remembered your little Kenku friends. You brought them with you. You all met some wonderful NPCs, one of which was a halfling female tailor who hooked you all up with some sweet threads, as well as your Kenku friends all hooked them up with their hoods of many colors. And and you went to bed, and you still have everybody hanging out. Now you have so many extra shit. Holy crap. It's going to be hard to keep track of. All right. With that, you guys wake up the next morning, and what do you want to do?
I want to craft something.
Well, yeah.
If I remember correctly, Taylor Lady needed time.
Yeah, she's going to have some... Oh, it looks like...
They're clearing the chat from a thing, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we gotta go visit her again.
Okay, so...
I gotta go visit Blacksmith Boy for my totem.
Yes, you got it. Okay, so you got the no, we've wrapped that up at the end. You grabbed it at the very end. Remember, he made it. It was really cool. It had all of the proper things, and you gave him the 2 gold.
Pretty awesome.
Okay, cool. Whatever.
And
if I
then,
don't have to do it, I don't have to do it.
And the so the tailor, yeah. So she's gonna have clothes for Riftwind, and then the patches for all of your the new Dawnforged company, or Dawnforged. Let's see, what you guys call yourself?
Yeah, Dawnforged company.
Yep,
Okay,
Dawnforged.
good. I did write it down for the record.
That's good.
I totally did. Totally, guys. Totally did.
Totally recorded
Totally.
it. Record.
Totally.
There
All
is
right,
a record.
So you guys wake up the next day. You've come down. I assume you're all having some breakfast. It's delicious bacon. There's some eggs, and then yeah, it's just standard breakfast. The innkeep, he's as surly as ever. He's doing his thing.
Oh, I am so hungover right now.
You
while you're
consumed
eating,
an honorable amount of alcohol.
I feel like I spent the whole night screaming.
Then you look up, and Zephyr hands you a package. As you unwrap it, it reveals a black and pink mask inside.
Oh, this is badass. Thank you. That's very nice of you. I appreciate this.
I overreacted a little yesterday, and I thought I'd apologize. Just have it.
I appreciate that. I knew it wasn't gonna be I know it wasn't anything too ill will or anything like that. I believe we can. We're all the master's disciples. I know that it's gonna work out. We got great potential here. We're gonna be
You ran off
famous.
with it a bit.
I run off with a lot of things, a lot. That is true.
I'm getting used to that. So
Nah, absolutely. But thank you again. I'll wear it. It'll be great.
So, and then you notice the Kenku, they've all kind of gathered around Shanoth, who they've kind of recognized as their almost shepherd, and they're kind of like pulling on his tunic, like, "Hello, adventurers!" Like they're trying to get your attention.
They're
He buys
still
a
here.
full breakfast complete with corn toast for the Kenku, the boys, as they're going to be known on from now on. And they're all munching down.
The boys
really
are
hard.
back in. At least the boys are back in town.
Agreed.
Yep.
Make sure to hydrate, friend.
Hello, adventurers. Oh,
Oh, no, you go. I can do this in a minute. I'm just gonna keep drinking water. This is cool. We go.
oh no, I was just saying hello, adventurers. Literally, that was it.
Oh, hello.
Hey guys, look! If I drink a bunch of water, I can make little like ice frost circles out of my mouth.
You see, he starts. It looks
awesome.
almost like he's going to be blowing a smoke ring, but it solidifies and shatters onto the table, and then he gets one just right, so it lands perfectly and is a perfect circle of ice on the table.
And Trent
That's
Reznor would be
amazing.
pleased.
probably could have gotten free drinks for that last night.
I
Ah.
didn't know I could do it until just now.
We've witnessed an amazing event this morning.
And as you guys are all eating and everything, you hear somebody coming into the front room, and you recognize Brielle G. It's like, hi everyone, I've finished your patches and okay, Mr. Elf, can you come here real quick? And she gestures to Ed as she hands the patches gestures to Riftwind as she hands the patches to Visair.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Here's patches. I'll give you a patch. Give you a patch. Give you a patch. Give you a patch. Hey.
Where's my clothes? I'd really like to see these clothes. They better not be doing the
I
clothes.
also
no,
like to
just-
see my cloak that I left with her.
Oh no, I have that too. Sorry, she's like,
Oh, you take it. I want to see this first. You go
okay,
ahead.
so she goes up. She's like, so I followed everybody's instructions. So just hold on though. Hold on. So she pulls out. So it's this beautiful green, like almost matches the forest, and it has really beautiful stitchwork in it that is just a darker thread that forms like leaves and stuff going up, and collecting under the shoulder pad that is similar to what you have now. So you'll see that when the shoulder pad looks like it's sprouted leaves and is coming down the arm on one side, and then on the other side there's a tree growing up into the other shoulder, so it looks kind of like it's all one kind of mosaic and everything. And then she's like, oh, and then she pulls out this cloak, which it's got fur at the top, and then it is dark green in the back, but then it has a silver lining on the inside. And she's like, I know. Before you say anything, you see, she pulls her hand to the cloak and then pulls it down, and where she placed her hand, you can see that it changes color to a black. So she's like, yeah, so it's reversible. So if you pull the threads this way, as she pulls it up, it turns white. It'll be white, and then if you pull them that way, it'll be black. So that way you get the fancy, but then you also have the stealthy and the fightingness, like you said. So, do you like it?
That's what in the hell? It's magic. She's a witch.
Burn it! No, wait.
It is quite fascinating.
That's a cool cloak.
Mr. Elf, do you like it?
I think he's speechless.
By the look on his face, he enjoys it.
Oh, good. Oh, good. So I'll just leave this here, and then
Honestly, I think he should tip you a few.
Hey,
and then
That was definitely 15 gold. I've got to say, these are the nicest threads I've ever had.
That's my goal. And then so she reaches in for it was the bear cloak, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I forgot, what did you want done with this?
We were just putting the big ass patch on the back because it was gonna be big enough to be on the back rather than just a little patch that goes on the shoulder.
That's right. Okay, so this
cool.
I've done a few things with this. I hope you don't mind. I went out on a limb. So she pulls out the cloak, and you notice that the bear's head is actually shaped a little better. It's not that flattened out kind of weirdness it was before. She's stuffed it with something so it looks a little more alive, and she's replaced the eyes with these two like. They're not very good gems, but they'll work for now. You see, they're red polished gems, so it looks like it's like the bear has like
my bear is raging too.
And then
I wasn't expecting that. That was great.
That was fantastic.
so, oh, I'm glad you like it. Yes, and then she shows you the back where the patch is right in the center, and but it's not just a circle. She's worked it so that she's dyed the fur of the cloak instead of cutting it out and putting a patch over it. She's actually dyed the cloak to look like the symbol on the back. She's like, this is why it took a little longer. I was hit with inspiration, and so I just thought it'd take a little longer. So I hope you like it. Here, she hands it to you.
Oh, this is sweet.
That is sweet. That's really sweet.
Oh, so if you guys ever need anything else done, I've had just the time of my life making these. So you know where I'm at, and I guess I'll head off to there. Okay, bye. And then she.
Thank you.
Read the thing.
Thank you for everything.
Before she goes, she turns back and 2 gold come. Blitzkill shakes her hand. She's it's a tiny little hand inside of your gigantic scaled hand.
That's
and
fine.
then palms the 2 gold, which her hand is so small she almost has trouble like grabbing with that kind of pass off. So she like kind of stumbles and catches both, and then thank you.
See, I don't care. It was just one of those like, yes, here you go.
Yeah, perfect. And then let's see.
You big softy.
You can see the Kenku are really syncing up with Shanatha.
Right
She's
in
doing
this
like little cheers, and she's like, "Oh, they look so cute in there." Okay, I'm gonna go. Like I said, if you ever need anything, and then she goes out. You hear the bell ring as she exits, clearly ecstatic with the work that she's done today.
It's strange that we'd walk into a town such as this and discover such a master craftsman so underutilized.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way any of this stuff should have all cost so much more. We're very lucky.
Indeed.
Stress reminds me of my one of my druid friends. I am honored to wear something this nice.
That's nice, yeah. I mean, I'm looking great. I'm looking styling. I could not ask for more.
Well, now we have to get you an outfit that matches the black and pink as well.
Absolutely.
So
To the next town! No, someone tap the birds, make them say the thing.
So with that, the Kenku all look up as they're kind of excited. They
Real quick, we should probably name these guys, right? Like, this is gonna get real confusing if we just say them, the boys.
Indeed. Here, let us begin. How about we all take a turn, and everyone can have a try, can name one.
I want Michelangelo.
Michelangelo, that's pretty good.
I've never heard that name.
What a strange fantasy. You made that up on the spot, didn't you?
All right, who's next?
I'm gonna name this one Scrappy.
he's already named Michelangelo.
Oh, the
Alright.
color.
Alright, then I'll name
Notice the orange dot.
this one Scrappy.
Scrappy.
Well, I have no reason to associate the name Michelangelo with the color orange.
All right, so you got Michelangelo, Scrappy.
Blood scale.
No, shop cloak, yes. What?
That's a guy who likes his cloak.
Let the druid do it, I don't care.
Zephyr.
that one's Lee.
Lee.
Mm,
Oh yeah.
Scrappily.
Boy
Michelangelo.
or girl?
Like Brandon Lee. No, I'm kidding.
Nice.
Because it's the crowd. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I had to!
Holy
That
shit.
was
Beautiful. Oh my
Well
god, beautiful.
done.
Holy shit.
10 out of 10.
Walked that one right by a bunch of film
Oh,
nerds.
fuck.
Like, well done.
Absolutely.
All
And
right,
a film
so,
pro.
What you missed was me face.
so
See the whole
that leaves one more unnamed.
Riftwind.
Shanoff? He named Michelangelo.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
we
he
have a name on
did. He
Shannon.
did. I think the name that the Bargarian gave was very good. Let's call him Cloak.
Cloak?
Barbarian?
Bug. What a bug!
That's a multi-class I haven't heard about.
I think we should name him Shanoff Jr.
Oh, that would make me so proud.
Alright, let's call him Purple One Shanoff Jr. We'll just call him Junior, because that's a mouthful.
Junior, yes, I love it.
So, we have Junior, Lee, Scrappy, Michelangelo.
I hope that they don't somehow develop a sense of superiority or degree of lessening because of their names.
I accidentally named him Shanoff Junior Cloak.
Perfect, just leave it.
Oh shit. Okay. So the Kenku, they're looking around at each other and they're saying their names back and forth. Scrappy, Lee, Michelangelo, Shanoff Junior Cloak. And then
that's we just ruined that one's life.
and then so Shanoff, then they all look to each other. They kind of give themselves a small nod, and then Shanoff Junior begins. He's like, "Hello, adventurers."
Excellent. We have done no lasting harm, apparently.
Hello, adventurers. I am Shanoff Junior. I don't understand common, but I can certainly mimic it. After that, the second
did you
bird
see
says,
that?
"We are seeking adventurers to help us reclaim our home from the monster who invaded it." The third, "If you follow us, we can take you to our master. Don't say master, not that part. Our patron, yes, that sounds better." And then finally Scrappy finishes up with, "This part is important. Without your help, these Kenku will never settle down and make a home, and they'll just keep following me. Please help. If they're still listening, say gold reward included. Now go find us someone and bring them here." And then
Let's...
as they all finish, they all simultaneously tilt their heads.
Michelangelo, he called out his own name. That implies some kind of identity.
they're super like Kenku. They're learning machines.
Oh, this may turn into a interesting story.
Yeah, well,
Alright.
how interesting it
Because
gets.
you know they have their own language, right?
They do have
Oh,
their own
yeah.
language. They're talking in bird back and forth.
They have an identity already, but yeah, that's...
I'm just saying, if somebody tossed some random stuff at me, I wouldn't know it was a name. They're smart.
That is very smart. Seems to me
Admittedly, yes, that
even
is
a-
a sign of
You
extreme-
have been noticing that they are definitely seeming a little smarter than when you first met them.
maybe they originally came some kind of hive colony, and now that they've been with us and watching us pretty much every minute of every day, talking to each other and referring to each other by singular pronouns and possessives, perhaps something interesting is happening. We must keep them in mind. If they go back to a life of slavery, we can't allow it to happen.
The bread, if we throw it.
Masnos, you're not allowed to take over one of the Kenku. You understand me?
I
What
cannot
happened?
overtake
The
anything.
rat demon. Rat.
Oh, yes, very good. Yes.
I'm literally trapped in a rat body. I cannot
Good!
escape.
Good!
What do you mean good? I'm here to help you.
You tried to inhabit Viser first, you jerk!
Only because I didn't think of him as on the same level as a demon. Now I've learned a lot. Being a rat.
Oh, look at you! You've learned so much. You've spent a week as a rat. Oh no!
You ever spent
It's
a
like-
week as a rat?
It's been like 2 days.
I've
You'll
been
be fine.
I've been in a cage for 4 days.
That's pretty good.
Speaking
At
of
least you have a
being,
home.
Let's begin day 5, shall we?
Wait,
I
before we
suppose.
go,
Oh,
I let him out.
He looks
Oh.
You're on my shoulder.
he looks extremely
anywhere else.
surprised. He, okay.
Should have had the tailor lady make a little saddle for the wolf.
You know that there is a leather worker in town, and with halflings in town, you know it's a possibility you might find one pre-made. So with that, Mesnos climbs up your cloak and kind of stands on your shoulder. He's still trying to stand up as though he's a person, so he's getting the hang of it a little more and more every day. And then he like goes to reach out to like grab your horn to stabilize himself, realizes that's a terrible idea, and then just kind of like starts standing there like a normal mouse.
Okay.
Well, perhaps this is a good
Let's be
omen. Shall we seek
rock
out
and roll.
the magistrate, the lawyer, the
Executor of the estate. I know who you're talking about.
executor of the estate? Yes. Let's
Do we
seek
have
out our
to?
businessmen.
Oh, we do have to.
Yelson?
Morris?
Thank you, Yelson.
Yelson. All right,
Yeltsin
perfect.
Mandela.
Yelson. Oh yeah, here. I forgot to show you. I found a picture of Yelson's office, so you guys can kind of see where you're going.
Cool.
All right. Where the?
Sort
I
of
don't
there,
think
there and
that
back.
me and the monk are gonna fit in there.
I
So
want an office like that.
as you guys go into the gnome's office, he like, hello again.
I'm not even trying to go in.
He sees like the smaller of you get in. The Kenku are waiting outside with the Goliath and the Dragonborn. They're all kind of like waiting to kind of peek in. And everything's like, hi, the master's pupils, right? I remember you guys. How are our things?
Pretty good.
That's good.
Well,
Would
we
you
need
like?
to
Sorry,
find some,
Deadpool, I totally forgot why we're here.
we need
for
to
him.
find
I told you. Okay, so I
a
told
lot
you.
of forges like other pupils.
Yeah, remember the master had other pupils who have the gems that
Yeah.
go in
What?
the
No,
Morpheus
what?
heads?
Sure,
Other
other
pupils?
pupils.
They must die. We are the only ones.
Yes. Yes,
Alright,
Yelson.
so
I was one of those other pupils, asshole.
Cable. So would you like some tea?
No, we would like to know where her other students are.
Oh,
We need to locate them with haste.
do you know which students you seek? I keep track of quite a few. It was actually one of my main jobs for her while she was
Oh.
alive.
Do you have
Friend,
a book
we
we can
probably-
take with us?
Yeah, we would appreciate the entire list if you were able to copy it for us.
Okay, you know what? I actually have no purpose in storing them if there's no one to store them for, and since you took possession of pretty much everything else in her will, I have no problem handing them over to you.
You don't have a
excellent.
spell?
Allow me one moment. What? I'm sorry, what was that, Elf?
I said you don't have a Xeroxius spell?
Oh, I'm not familiar with that spell.
I believe it's a duplicating spell.
No, I don't, not terribly magical myself. One second. He goes in the back, and then you hear some shuffling, and then he's like, "Oh, sorry," and he comes back with tea. Sorry, forgot that. Okay, and then he goes back into the back, and he's shuffling around back there. He's like, here we are, and
It is good tea.
Thank you. And then he brings out several journals that are all in leather. They're leather bound. They're blank pages. And they've been filled out a whole bunch, and you can see on the spines of the book. He's like, so these are the three that I feel probably would interest you most. If listen, I had a strange dream the other night. Are you here for the master?
Absolutely.
She needs us.
Um,
To get those names.
she said I was only to give these to people who knew her last name.
Dawnforged.
Dawnforged.
Oh, you did? Okay, good. I thought so. Because of all the giving stuff, I was afraid I'd talked myself into a corner there, but this is obviously going to be fine. All right. So here's the ones you should be interested in. This Dabrin. He's in the city of Menestros. He performs at the Merrick Auditorium. He's a bard there. He's a Wada Ganassi. You should seek him out. He's one that should be of high interest to you. There's also Freylin. She was seen up north and in 3 different cities all at the same time. So this one might be a little harder to track down. And then last but not least, there's Rashildon. He's a goblin, He's a bit roguish, if you know what I mean, and he can be found in Vernder, the dwarven city. He supposedly just settled down and started a family and everything, which is great. I think he's one of the few adventurous students that I see get to do that. So, but there's more information in these books in case there's anything you wish to find out about them. I've been keeping as close a tabs as possible from this little town of Parabor. So here you are. He hands over the 3 books, each marked, one marked Dabrin, one marked Freylin, and one marked Rashildam.
Oh, that's so very helpful.
Yeah, thank you, friend.
Thank you very
May I see the last one, please?
All right. So he hands you the book of Rashildam, and you see there's there's a sketched portrait of a goblin. He's got 2 daggers in his hands. One he seems to be flipping like over his knuckles in one hand. He's smiling. He's kind of roguish, and then he's got a black leather, adventuring leathers and stuff on. And as you're looking through it, you can see he's had adventures into somehow he always ends up in a dwarven city. He seems to have an affinity for dwarves, and is commonly taking up jobs like guarding expeditions into the Underdark to search for ore, or even just defending wagon trains that go back and forth between dwarven cities. So you can see kind of that's what he's been up to. Supposedly he'd settled down in and got his family and everything going. He has 2 kids supposedly, one boy, one girl. They're full gnome. He got together with a gnome, so it's really weird. The way the genetics worked out, he has 1 gnome and one he's a gnome son and a goblin daughter, and you can and so that's kind of what's in the book of Rashildam.
Can't help but be fascinated by the synopsis on the back of the cover here. It sounds like a goblin living in a dwarven city is quite the accomplishment. I would like to know what it was that earned him that. He sounds interesting to me, but I do not base on anything particularly scientific.
He was
Absolutely.
very charming. So if he liked you, he really liked you and wanted to help. And the whole dwarven thing. The master actually got him started with that, if I remember correctly. She got his first mission was to help dwarves because he hated dwarves. Ironically.
Huh. I like the picture here. That's really well rendered.
Thank you. That's me. There's quite a bit of downtime as the only executor in town. So usually people are only coming to me to make a will or fulfill a will, all that stuff. So it was kind of I get to sketching in my free time, and specifically these were actually sketches were paid for by the master. She paid 5 gold apiece, so that I had to make them extremely excellent.
Oh, I'll have to get one sometime.
Oh yes, especially in that getup. That is quite the.
Oh, isn't it though?
The threads.
Aren't they? Mm.
Bloodscale sticks in his head in the door as Zephyr. She kind of smooths her shoulder, not used to Mesnos being there. He almost falls off and has to climb his way back into her shoulder.
Hey!
What's
Tell
up?
him that if he has anything else that could be of use, just send it to the school. Alcaeus can take care of it.
Alcaeus is at the school.
Yeah.
That is fantastic news. So is he going to be continuing on the legacy of the master?
We can
I
hope.
think he's figuring that out right now, but we're trying to push him in that direction.
It's what we would like him to do.
The master had a standing order that if I saw any adventurers who seemed like they would get themselves killed, to send them her way. Would you guys like that?
Any adventures?
Pretty much. But so, do you guys want me to maintain that standing order and send them to Alcaeus to see if he can train them?
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Okay, then I shall endeavor to keep the master's place going. That is, I'm so happy to hear that. The world needs
As well as
good
documents
adventurers.
you might have.
I will certainly look for more. These I think are the best I have. The others I might have to go into my my vault at the bank. I'll have to. It's a long story. But if I find anything I think will be of use, I will definitely send it your way. If it's an emergency use, He looks around. Oh, here we are. He hands you a bottle. So this is a telescription bottle. What it is he writes down on a piece of paper and he puts it into a bottle next to his desk, and then it appears in your bottle.
Oh, look at this. Can we send things back?
It's a one-way telescription. Unfortunately, I got the cheaper one. It was me and the master used to use them occasionally when she would just psychically contact me, and then I could send the transcription back. But it should work for now. If I find anything, I can send it to you immediately.
Would you happen to have the other bottle then? The she used to speak to you?
She actually, she was,
Or the other one that you used to speak to her?
Yeah, I have that. I need that one so I can send you messages. Without it would just be...
There's the one on his desk that I can't see around the corner, and then there's the one he just gave us.
Well, what I'm asking at is that she must have had a way to receive
contacted
stuff.
him telepathically through
Oh, I didn't hear it.
magic.
I did not hear the telepathic.
Oh, that's great. I actually am telepathic myself.
My brain!
microphone-
Ah!
The microphone done did fucked itself. In all of the bad places.
Backfiring.
Sorry.
Oh god! And with that,
You
I
think you're
choose our-
telepathy?
Curse this power. Curse my brain.
I
Yeltsin.
delivered so well. Sorry.
So he's like,
Nelson, thank you
yes.
very much for your help.
actually-
We'll take the bottle and be on our way.
real quick, if he actually is telepathic, he can use this. He pulls out a ring. This is how the master used to contact me over such a great distance from her house. She would wear this ring, and then you kind of... it's like an extender, so like whoever wears this ring, you telepathically project your mind into the ring, and then I can understand it. So if you'd like to take this with you, and... If you don't end up using it, you can also leave it without chaos. I know me and him, we go back.
Alright, well, I'll definitely take it. Yeah, thank you. That's great. That'll make life so much easier.
Oh, perfect.
A note for later. We need to ask Alcaeus about this.
Yes.
Yes,
don't
we
forget to add Ring of Telepathy and
Real quick.
parentheses. Yeah. Go ahead.
Before I put it on or anything, I just do a quick Arcana check.
Yeah, it's exactly what he says it is.
Wow. There's 2020 for you.
Hey. Alright. Thank you so much.
Of course, and good luck on your adventures. I know it might be a dark path ahead of you, but I encourage you to always keep your head up and remember that you all are awesome. I think you guys can all do this, and I would. My job is to recognize when adventurers are out of their depth and send them to the master. You are not out of your depth. I have every faith in you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alright, so we got to go take care of this thing for these little guys behind us. I mean,
I was just thinking too. Which direction is this place of going to go again?
The Kenku look up at you and they start pulling at your cloak.
Okay, which direction
Show
are they
us.
pulling me?
They're pulling you
First of all, who's
east.
taking the bottle?
Oh yeah, add the
And-
bottle. So you need to add bottle of telescription.
I wrote it down.
TJ add Ring of Telepathy,
I got
and
my-
then Yeltsin,
Yeah, I got my ring.
and then write down Book of Rashildalin. You know what? I'll show the players on the Return to Parabor. So then you'll see the names of the students in the books and everything. I'll create the handouts for the books for next session.
Cool.
But I honestly was worried you guys were gonna leave this town and forget to do this part.
Well, I was going to ask, can we look through these books very quickly? Or in fact, I can. I'm a sage. I
We
just
can do it
remembered.
on the road. I have a splitting headache now from his telepathy training, apparently.
Well, no, that's just
Sorry,
the thing.
I'm-
We should choose the student that lies in the same direction.
Everything
plan.
smells like pennies.
You notice, okay, so you browse through the books super quick, and you notice that Dabrin and the city of Menestros is also to the east, and so he might be the idea of to head to Menestros after you do whatever the Kenku are dragging.
I know it's something we don't usually do, but would anyone like to do a back-to-back?
Or back-to-back adventure?
Yes.
Absolutely.
They're in the same way. It is the proverbial two oblong, heavier than air objects, and the usual herbological, economically sound.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You can say two birds with one stone. They don't understand it.
I was doing a shitty job of it anyways.
The Kenku look up at the word bird.
Interesting.
Uh-oh. Alright, let's go!
They look at you as you shout bird. Alright, so you guys are headed out of his office, and the Kenku keep pulling you guys kind of in an eastward direction outside of town. So is there anything else? You guys are done with town, and you are headed east. Correct.
Everyone has their armor, potions, weapons.
I do.
Weed clothes.
Are
Super sweet clothes.
I know that everyone has already gone and refilled their torches and first aid kit and flint and tinder and
Oh yeah.
I assume your adventurers packs have been refilled.
excellent.
Right.
Well, let us head out.
Oh.
Yabba dabba
Hey,
dabba.
let's-
Alright,
We
hold
have
on.
adventure packs?
Yeah, everybody does. It's part of your starting equipment.
Okay.
Absolutely. Pretty cool,
Alright,
yeah.
so uh-oh. Why does the grids be... Oh, okay, no one. Sorry. Since you guys have added, there's been so much added between last, when I set this up, I gotta transfer all of the different characters real quick. What have I done?
Oh, no worries. Just do a
While you're doing that, is there a library in the city?
What's that?
Is there a library in the city?
Not really. It's kind of a... there's
Pretty
a...
much just Dawnforges.
Yeah, there's one newspaper is pretty much the only thing to read in town. But yeah, the master does have an extensive library if you wish to study more on the way. Yeah. Oh, don't forget,
I say we
You
head
have-
out and we go and help, like we said we were
Yeah.
going to 2 days ago.
And Ed, don't forget you have the book on blacksmithing that was given to you by that one guy. Or yeah, it was blacksmithing.
So you can study it on the road.
So you can study it on the road.
Right. If I want to do crazy stuff, do I gotta find an engineer?
Probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So as you guys are you're headed out of town, the first few miles have been relatively quiet, and then as you're walking, what'd you say, T?
Sorry. No, I didn't. I wasn't trying to interrupt. I just needed to clear my throat. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine. That's funny as hell, though. Okay, so as you guys are walking along, everybody load to the new page. Everybody can see it.
It is black.
It is black. No lights, no music. Just real quick, I spent a little money and grab some stuffing and some cloth and some thread.
Okay.
I
You
have
pick it up
some-
from the you pick it up from the tailor, who's happy to see you again. She provides you with everything. It costs you like what, how much do you want?
Just like a gold's worth.
Okay, she gives you gold's worth. You're good to go.
Cool.
All right, and then so now can everybody see the page?
Yes.
All
Little
right.
dragons. This guy's got little dragons.
You
Yeah,
able
so-
to see the whole page?
As you're wandering down the road, you see a satyr, and he's minding his own business. He's playing a flute. You can see he's next to a wagon that's kind of. TJ, microphone is gone. Oh, it's gone so bad. Let me know when you're back.
That is so
Okay.
annoying. I'm
It
so
is.
sorry.
That's okay. So as you're all wandering through, you see he's next to a wagon, but you can see there's no horses or anything to pull it. He's on the side of the road, and then he has two fairy dragons that are kind of like circling around him as he plays his flute. All right. Oh, hello there. I didn't realize. I was hoping somebody'd come by along. This is not the busiest road I've ever been on. He waves you guys over to his wagon.
Hello there. What's your name?
Well, names are a powerful thing. I'm not just going to give it away for nothing. Yeah, what is your name?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I never knew names to have so much power, which leads me to believe that maybe I shouldn't give you mine. Anyway, how's it going?
It goes very well. Kid, my name is Cormoranth.
Nice to meet you. Oh, my accent just terminated itself.
Your what?
It's nice to meet you. Sorry. Okay.
He can't do
voice.
the accent because of his throat right now.
Oh, that's okay, dude. Don't worry about it.
No, sorry. Okay.
I would
Yeah,
say that only
we.
knowing a true name would be dangerous.
For a satyr
my
who
name-
lives in the Feywilds, names are not one thing you give away commonly. If you do not want to give me yours, that is fine. I was just saying if you wish mine, it is a trade.
Here, we'll do it this way. People call me Bloodscale.
Ah,
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. People call me Cornarth.
That's great.
He laughs and kind of slaps you on the shoulder. Now I see you are obviously adventuring to somewhere with little bird people and everything. Normally I would try to sell you anything in order to get a horse, but as he's speaking, one of the fairy dragons starts flying over and circling Visair.
Sorry, I do an Arcana check
On
on the satyr.
you know that he's a satyr. What were you trying to find out?
Just sort of what kind of magic he like what kind of magic surrounds him.
Oh,
If
okay.
it's
So satyrs, they're he has a fey magic to him that is similar to your wild magic. You kind of feel it kind of is the same source of energy that your magic draws from. You know that he's pretty resistant to actual magic affecting him and attacking him. You feel like there's a little bit of a almost magical barrier that seems to be part of his build, and yeah. So that's kind of what you learned from your Arcana check on the satyr.
Can I do a perception on the fairy dragon?
Sure.
I noticed nothing.
No, that's not a high perception. It's a fairy dragon. It's not super complicated. So you notice that the fairy dragon seems to be drawn to Visair, and you notice that it's flying around and it doesn't seem to want to. It seems like almost obsessed with Visair.
I walk up to it. Hi, and what's this little guy's name?
I do not name the fairy dragons. I
gonna-
actually.
Flank the squishy.
I only met them a few days ago and they started following my wagon, and I've been trying to get them to stop because they scare away all of my animals. That's why I'm stranded here. They eat through the freaking harness on my wagon, and the oxen, they ran away, and so now I am forced to try to deal with these fey dragons. I cannot put them to sleep with my pipes. I just they're little nuisance bastards.
But but they're so cute. I reach out and start scratching one.
He nuzzles into
Oh,
your hand affectionately.
Oh, these are great. What kind of dragons are these? Do you have any
They're-
idea?
Oh, they're fairy dragons. As you're looking, hold on, actually. So as you're looking at the fairy dragon, you notice the one that you're petting is kind of like he's deep red, and he's like, oh, the only thing I know about the fairy dragons is the young ones are red and the old ones are violet. As you see, the one that's circling his head is a yellow. And they age according to the rainbow. You know, it goes the red, the orange. That's a little bit about that. I know normally they're quite tricky, which is always makes me paranoid when they start following me.
Nice.
Do you want this one? I will sell it to you.
I mean, you said that they just follow you around. Do you really own them?
Alright, that's fine.
Don't you want us just to take it off your hands? You know, like you said that they're scaring your animals off. I'll take it off your hands.
That is
No.
fair, but since
I'll help you
if-
out.
If it is your pet, then your pet has cost me my oxen, and it would really help if I had some money to get more oxen.
I bet it would. Let's see. How much is an oxen these
The
days?
Slayer name of oxen.
Literally anything can help. I am literally begging you for money. This
Oh,
is
right,
what
I didn't-
I've been reduced to.
I
I'll
didn't
bet
realize
you
that
10
things
for
were
the
so
purple one.
desperate.
How far are we out from town?
Are you guys about 2 miles?
Oh, Well, you're so close. Here's
Look.
5 gold.
Look, no, hold on. Look, I could probably, by myself, lift up from the yoke and fucking drag your cart to town for you.
This would also be amazing.
Yeah,
And I
let's
can
do
just
that.
It'll be fine.
Oh, perfect. Yes, that. Thank
You guys are just gonna keep going along this road, right? That's the way we're looking at this. That's the way
So,
these
we're splitting.
birds
Yeah,
are taking us.
we're splitting
Yeah.
a party.
No, we are not splitting the party. We'll just hang out. We'll just do it together. It'll be fine.
Should I
So,
want to split
wait.
the
That's fine.
party? All right. So, the satyr he's like, well, this is fantastic. I didn't think I was going to be able to make it to town until I was able to go there, come back, and all the other horribleness. But thank you. So I see as you go up to it, you pick up the yoke on one side and you start pulling it forward, trudging forward. And a few short miles later, you get him to the edge of town, and he's like, "This is perfect. I do not want to shock them too much with my presence. So thank you very much for the tow, and the fairy dragon. He is yours, like he always was, apparently. And now I must go sell."
Whoa! Hold on. Whoa! Don't pull that like he always was.
No, literally, I had no control over him. I have no idea what this whole thing was.
I'm just saying the way you said that, a little accusing. Don't do that.
I apologize. Last thing I want to do is offend people who have dragged my wagon all this way. I could not be more thankful.
What can I call you again?
Coromorth.
Quartermorth. Well, it's been a pleasure
Alright.
there. Is there
Again-
anything...
I'm Bloodscale. You're welcome.
Thank you, Bloodscale.
You just have a great old day. Let us know. hopefully our paths will cross again, and it'll be just so neat. And cool.
Definitely. Hopefully, we will see each other again, and I will have wares and things for you to purchase. I'm here to stock up. I hear there is a wonderful tailor in this town.
Oh,
There
that's
is.
absolutely true. You see this? You see this finery before you? That's from this town.
Oh, that is fantastic. I shall go see her first. And then so he starts...
Taylor named.
Brielle. Brielle G.
Yes. But how did you know?
Sorry, that was... it's fair. So thank you very much. So as you go away, the Fey Dragon still circles around Viser and is seemingly attached to him.
Well, this was unexpected.
It's pretty cool though.
As you start to like Zeph tries to reach out to the other dragon who's a little bit older. He's a little yellower. He just kind of looks at her untrustingly, and sticks and then wraps himself even tighter around the satyr. Is like, "Are you serious? Get away from me!" And then it disappears and then
Hey,
reappears.
wait. I'm trying to get this up. I want to make a check.
What do you, okay,
Can I try the animal handling check?
you can try it.
My mouse would work. Oh.
Oh,
Oh crap!
Um,
Can I do that too?
Trust me, it's not going to do much. He has to get a really high check. I'm not
Hi.
letting him try because he's a ranger.
Alright, make sure Jess has control of her token, because I
is-
currently have control over it.
Okay.
So I don't know if she does or not, because we were using the same computer.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, good point. I'll make sure that she does.
Cool.
Thank you for the reminder.
I wasn't sure if I was being dumb.
No, you're good. Yeah. So, what's that animal channeling check there, Ed? Yeah.
Hope it bites his finger off.
As you reach out to it and you kind of try to use your beast sense, try to feel what it's feeling, there's almost a feedback that's like a magical feedback, and you kind of shake your head. The dragon shakes its head and then turns invisible.
Oh, that's cool. Didn't know they could do that.
Alright.
If
We've taken enough time sidetracked. Let's
Let's get
moving.
on. Isn't that right, Scrappy? Don't you want to get out of here?
Worth a try. I'm trying to expand the menagerie. There's no
Did it
still
again.
the only one in my menagerie.
Do you really want a fairy dragon that's just probably going to get possessed by a demon as well?
That's very possible.
That one might be a fight.
Alright, let's do this. We take off. Down the road!
So as you guys continue down the road, the Kenku are they're kind of dragging you. They all look really, really super happy. And then so you get. Okay, so you travel all day. You get a decent amount of miles under your belt, and then you go ahead and you can make camp for the night. Let me. Excuse me. Oh.
As we make camp, I take out the stuffing and the cloth, and I start cutting and sewing and trying to make a doll. Like a Visair like figure.
Are you making
Yeah,
merchandise?
I am making merchandise.
Acrosades for when he becomes a lich. I don't trust him.
Amazing.
I burst out laughing, but not in a cruel way, just in a like grandfatherly way.
So you start working away at it. You're not very nimble with your.
Oh yeah, what can I do to check that?
Crafting?
Yeah.
That exists.
The crafting check would work, but I don't think you're trained in any crafting, are you?
I don't
Wow.
think so. I don't think so.
It'll just be poorly crafted merchandise at first.
Absolutely.
It'll get better.
Yeah, so just go and make a general crafting check, I guess.
Where's the crafting?
Let's see. You know what, let me
I
look
may
at
have
this.
made that up.
Let me there is one. Let me see if you're trained in it though. So let me see what you got on your.
Should I just do dexterity or?
Let's do. All right. Yeah, just do dexterity for now.
Oh man.
Well, that was a save, not really a check.
How do I do a check?
What
Just
the
want me to? You just want me to use anything that I have 0 in training in?
No, I'm trying to think of what's going to be appropriate. Because usually, oh wait a minute. Do you have any sort of tools on you?
Fucking.
Other than the needle and thread you just bought, probably
Yeah.
not.
Okay.
I have artisan tools.
You do?
Yeah, it says one type of artisan's tools.
Okay, so you're learning.
So that's you have to pick what your artisan stuff is.
Yeah. So
Tailoring.
Tailoring.
Manufacturing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do tailoring. I mean, if you're just good,
Yeah.
for it.
tailoring
so
would
like-
work for this.
Small factory design.
So let's do.
I guess it wasn't for night the first time.
Damn.
I sick
didn't-
burn me.
High
Alright, here we
five.
go. Resting crafting. Alright, so you know what? You're just gonna work on it for now.
Not 8. Do.
I don't need you to roll a check because it's resting, so you can pretty much take 20 on it and be really careful.
Ow. Ow.
Are you okay? Oh yeah, you did not.
There's a lot
You
of
did not buy a
red in
thimble.
your design, friend.
Ow.
So you know, you got kind of a general. You realize you forgot to bring scissors or anything to cut the cloth with. So
I've got a
Carrot.
knife.
okay.
I got a dagger.
Okay, so you kind of cutting through it. You've got a kind of an idea of where you're gonna go with this. It looks kind of crappy, but it's not the worst it could be.
Prototype. Early prototype.
Prototype. Early prototype.
Alright. It's like smelting, just different.
No, it's a real thing. It's where they make those weird little
Oh
squishy
yeah.
doll felting.
So
Oh, right.
while you're doing this, your fairy dragon is kind of like he's trying to like land on your arm and stuff. He's landed on the ground around you while you're sitting near the fire, and he's just kind of showing a general interest in you. As Bloodscale gets he drops another bundle of wood by the fire.
I guess I should name this little guy, huh? If we're gonna name everything. I already used my best name on Scrappy, so I gotta figure out a new one for this guy.
So Scrappy, Lee, Michelangelo, and Shanoff Jr. kind of all wander over to the fire. They're looking a little tired. You notice they have super short legs compared to everybody else. They're
Poor
feeling
guy.
the walk.
I got it. I'm going to name my dragon. His name will be Faf.
Hail Faf.
Faf and Scrappy.
Ow! I just hurt myself.
That-
All right, so y'all settle down for the night.
Actually, I have a legitimate question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say hello to it in Draconic.
Okay. You know what? I'm not sure if they speak Draconic. Let me check real quick.
Exactly, I'm not either. That's why I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah, I have Draconic too, so I can.
Yeah. They do have limited telepathy.
I have telepathy. I can talk to it. I can talk to my little dragon man.
Hold on.
Empathize.
Language. According to the
It's
Forgotten
usually-
Realms,
yeah,
Ricky, it says languages Draconic, Sylvan, and Elven.
I know it spoke Sylvan. I'm trying to find the if they maintained it in 5e though.
We might have to go to
yeah,
the
he
Sylvan
speaks. He
Learning
does.
Center.
He speaks Draconic and Sylvan. So he
Cool!
He looks at
Hey.
you and he says, "Hello," back.
Oh my God! It talks.
Everybody else
Mage,
looks
shut up.
confused because it just made kind of dragony noises to them.
We're making like growling noises at each other.
I can
I don't
hear.
know why
I
they're so
understand
angry.
Draconic.
Yeah.
No. This is all good. This is great.
What's your
It
name?
sounds like. He tilts his head. He's not really sure what you're asking him. Man?
Alright, I'm switching back to common for this. Alright, Mage, you gotta name it, but make it learn its name.
It looks back at you.
I turn to it in Draconic. I say, basically, names are things that let us know who we're talking to, or they identify us. And if you have no name, which you might, if you do, just let me know. But if you don't, what do you think about being named Faf? It's a great name.
He's been slowly nodding with everything you were saying about the names, and then when you say Faf, his head kind of tilts a little bit. He's not really sure about it. He's like, Faf? What does Faf mean?
It's just like a fun thing to say. It's just like a nice little Faf. It's like to
I like fun.
That's good. So
It's a
see,
colloquialism.
you'll be Faf the Fun Dragon.
Okay. Faf it is.
Alright, Faf it is. I turn back to the party and then in common.
And
He
before you can say anything, he's like, food?
Yeah, we'll make some food right now.
So
I turn
you-
back to the party. Hey, he likes
And,
it. His name's Faf. And we're
as
gonna
you-
make some food.
As we've been doing this, Riftwind and Angus have been doing a kind of perimeter check, make sure everything's safe. They haven't come across anything. Mesnos and everybody are just kind of chilling, and they're getting ready to go to bed.
Oh, I have an idea. I'm gonna wander over here. Can I make a survival check to see if I can put down a trap, maybe catch us some breakfast so we don't have to use our supplies?
Definitely. And then, Riftwind has gone stealth, and so has Angus. They're both now super stealthy. You've lost kind of track of them. You know they're out there somewhere. It's a basic little trap, so this will work. So you set the trap. You set a basic hoop trap that is used to catch rabbits and such. It's nothing big, but it might help.
It also doesn't mean everything will run into it. It's just there.
Oh yeah.
Might be pointless, but whatever. I got a trap set up. Woo!
To your best of ability, you followed they've been running back and forth, and you think you've got it in a path, but you don't know yet. So cool. You've set your trap.
I'm just happy I got it set up correctly. Woo! I got big bumbly goddamn barbarian hands. I set up a trap effectively. Woo!
All right. Anything
Nice,
else you
well
guys
done.
want to do before we take off to the next day?
Mine.
Nope, I'm going to bed.
All right.
Taking a long rest to recover my key.
You all go ahead and take a rest. You guys not gonna keep watch this time? As Viserys
thought-
already snoring.
I thought
Stealth
Rift was
didn't-
taking it, and then he'll wake one of us up when he needs to meditate.
Okay, so you're
For
taking
sure, yeah.
the first few.
No, you don't want to get in this one. It's gonna get cold.
Um,
Yeah.
It will be
so-
quite warm with all of us in here.
All right, fine. Shut up. I'll sleep by the fire. Go.
I'll stand outside the tent.
it's fine.
and they
I
all
can
get
sleep.
there.
Oh no! Hey, look at that! I put up my own tent not a little ale. Sorry, I forgot that I needed.
There you go.
I did it.
You're getting very good at that prestidigitation.
Yep. Pretty good. Good night.
All right, so let's see. So as y'all hit the sec, nothing. Riftwind, he wanders out through the night. He's completely stealthed and hidden. His clothes actually helping with the effect. He seems even more invisible than he was before. And so he about let's see, about 2 o'clock in the morning or 2 or 3, he decides probably time to hit the hay, grab his 4 hours of meditation, and he goes up and he who do you want to wake up for?
They wake me up. It's fine.
Okay. Looks like Shanoth is already moving around.
I don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
Oh wait, who was up? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I missed. Never mind. Ignore me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just wake up and take the next watch.
Okay, so you go ahead and you just kind of knock on the Dragonborn's tent. You hear
Knocks a little frost off.
exactly a little frost hits the ground, kind of wake up the Dragonborn. And he gets up for.
Yep. Yep.
You go up and then you check your trap. Pookie.
I was gonna do that like in the morning, like right before breakfast.
Oh, okay. Well, there's nothing in it right now.
Yeah.
And then the next 4 hours pass and everybody's getting up. It's like 6:37 in the morning. It's the sun's it's a little after pure dawn, so the sun's still low in the sky, and you're all getting ready to roll out for the day.
Yeah.
Woo! Let's do it.
Another night of boring.
All right. Oh, somebody is typing. Oh, hold on. I got a text message from one of the players. Let me think on that, Jess.
Okay. I was trying to whisper it, but I couldn't figure that out.
No,
We
you're
meant
good.
to ask you about that 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, now I know Sword Coast rules that there are some tiefling that get
Yeah,
wings.
that's what we were looking at.
The thing is, they're you since you're going to be changing into beasts that can fly here soon. I don't see any problem with it. The only thing is, in order for them to eventually become functional, I'd assume you want them to be functional at some point, right?
Maybe.
All right, let me think about it. I'll think if I can figure out something that'll work.
Maybe she just wants him to look wicked cool.
That's also true, So, so the next day, oh god, there's so many freaking. You guys wanted
Too many tokens.
I hope you guys appreciate your menagerie because it's a pain in the.
Just give us control over them, Ty. Then not for canon, you can move them around, but that you don't have to move them. Oh wait, because the map. Never mind.
Yeah, thank you for trying though. So, so you guys, you're all talking over breakfast and everything. Everything seems pretty good. The Kenku seem very eager to continue on their way, and then hard to do and talk at the same time. And then so they start kind of dragging you. They keep headed east on the road, and then they kind of take you off the well-worn road so it's kind of more of a path. And we double check all of the settings so you can see everything. Global illumination. Okay, good. Alright, and then, so he brings you guys... They start bringing down kind of a little bit of a winding path. And, so they're bringing you through.
It's all black.
Is it really? Fog of War is disabled. Dynamic is disabled. I'm just disabling everything except for global illumination, which should disable everything else. Alright, cool. So, I'm going to go ahead and... Okay, so cool. Alright, go ahead and organize yourselves however you want to be riding around, because you all got to snap your little grid line.
Stay in the middle over here or something.
Okay, so you got the Dragonborn leading the way, followed by the... Okay, so perfect. That look good, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Perfect. Oh, I gotta keep...
Let's do it.
Phalanx.
I'm sorry, I'm getting this guy. Why is he so behind everybody? Oh, fuck it.
Say I'm tasty bait, but you don't want to take this bait.
So you guys are traveling along, and Out of nowhere.
That's enough. Go.
So. Whoa, that is not what I wanted to do. You're kidding me. Where the hell?
Up. He goofed it.
Yeah, you done goofed.
Done goofed.
I accidentally sent the map to the token layer, and I was like, oh god, no!
The map to the token. Oh, that's funny.
And
Oh, I can fix this.
what's that?
I can fix this right quick.
So you are jumped by a bunch of gnomes who are hiding in the bushes as you are going along. And,
Gnomes or gnolls? What are they called?
gnolls. They're gnolls.
Knolls. I think we all thought we said gnomes. And
Did
was
I
like,
say? I might have said. I'm sorry about that.
no.
You said gnomes.
I was like, that's an
funny.
ugly gnome.
That is a very ugly gnome. I'm so sorry about that, guys.
We're being attacked by ugly gnomes. Oh wait.
Step on it.
Alright, so they get a surprise round, and so one. Let's see. So the first one, he's going to.
Hit me, scrubs.
Okay. Alright, so this one we'll do. She's got a nice spear attack on you.
Spear.
14. You're not raging, so does that
I
hurt?
know. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
13.
you take 6 piercing damage from one.
It's fine.
Then he goes in for a bite.
11, no.
Okay, so the bite misses as you pull your leg out of.
Well, if it's a
just in time.
surprise round, do they have advantage or no?
They do have
up-
advantage, yeah, so I guess take another 6
fine.
damage. And then, one last one.
Oh,
He
yeah, that
also
hits.
does, so you take a total of 15 piercing damage.
Oh.
Ah,
You're not even bloodied yet.
nope.
Nope. Alright,
Ain't even
so
close.
That's impressive.
with that, everybody, go ahead and roll for initiative.
Use the token one, like I always forget.
Oh, come on, turn order. Okay.
Time for these guys to get wrecked.
Mine never appears on that thing, right?
Yeah, I don't know what that is about.
Mine did just fine.
Yeah, we're on different computers this time.
Did you have your token selected when you hit it?
That might be
No, that would make sense.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hit this and then boop.
Oh yeah, that showed up that time. Perfect.
Yeah, it should be 9, but yeah,
I'll
I'll
change it.
take 7. I don't care.
Be 9
Nine
and
it
a
is.
half.
9 3/4.
It's where we all would like to be. I mean,
Heyo.
All right. So with the gnolls have jumped out and they've all attacked your dragonborn friend, it is now your turn, Zeph.
Alright. Guess
Go
who's
Parkland.
gonna be a giant hyena?
Is it you?
Me.
What? No, I don't believe you.
All right, go ahead
That's
and.
crazy. Because they're like little hyenas and you're like a bigger hyena.
Boom. Big hyena. I don't. Is there a specific button I'm supposed to push? But there we go. Okay.
No, I just have to grab it for you, and then I'll go ahead and put it
Okay.
under your control. Represents. Oh, I can't really put it in. Huh. How do I make you
Set
able
it
to
on top
control
of
it?
my old person.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Okay. I'm gonna attack that dude.
This guy?
Right.
Okay. What do you want to hit him with? You have a few different options.
I do.
I think-
Where do
if you
in
look
the handouts.
in your handouts, there should be a giant hyena. So
Yeah.
yeah. So you can. Oh no, I guess you can just bite him. Never mind.
Fire character. No, where is it?
So
Where is it?
It's you have a bite attack. It's on the character sheet. So you're gonna.
Char-
Alright, she's on the tablet. I don't know how this shit
All right,
works.
don't worry. I'll roll it for you.
No,
no
I'm
worries.
actually on the
So-
main computer. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah,
I know.
okay.
Oh, okay, so
You got it.
I'm gonna try to figure out. I'm gonna make a special one that's just for your hyena form that'll apply to you. But because I thought I could just transfer the control of the giant hyena to you, but it's not letting me. So
No, that's fine.
all right, so you bite the friggin' shit out of that guy. Oh my god. And so that gnoll takes 13 piercing damage and lets out the little sort of horrible scream.
Females are the matriarchs of the hyena world.
And he also looks wildly confused. All right. And then, Visera, it's your turn.
So I'm going to take a step past Shanoth Jr. here to line up. I think I'll move about here.
You notice Faf has gone invisible and you don't know where he is.
Maybe not this guy right here.
Okay.
And he is going to get a nice little firebolt. Blow.
Firebolt. Let's see. Okay, so as you fire the firebolt, he saw you just in time as you brought up your finger rather dramatically, as you like, and a little too dramatically, and he dodges out of the way as the firebolt whizzes past him.
Trying to look cool bit me again.
You'll get your turn. Don't worry,
Alright.
friend.
Riftwind, you're up.
Alrighty.
All right. So you get you get old Angus in there. You come up behind the Dragonborn.
Don't touch my butt.
Don't touch your butt. What would you like to do?
One of these and one of these.
Is it on the one that the hyena already attacked? guy?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
That
So.
one needed clanky.
All right. Both of those hit. Go ahead and roll damage on them.
Alrighty. So now on mouse. So do I do?
Click
how
the
do
name
I,
of
just-
the weapon on the roll.
There you go. And then, so you take, so as you walk in, Angus running behind him, he looks behind himself and misses you coming up. You come up with the short sword. You do a quick slash across his throat, and then you bring the broadsword down to completely bring the rest of his head off. And the gnoll falls dead to the ground.
Whoa!
But as Angus was flanking him, another gnoll was hiding in this bush, gets an opportunity of attack on him.
oh! They get in the book.
Damn, sneaky.
Don't worry, that's one tough ass dog.
He's at a disadvantage because he was in a bush, so he just strikes out with his spear one-handedly and completely misses. And misses Angus completely. With that, Shanoth, the Living Monastery, it is your turn.
Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do... I wish this thing would work. Anyways, I can move 40 feet, so I'm...
Nice.
Can I do like a stealth check or a perception check real quick before I run in here?
You
Yeah.
want me to throw up a? Oh, it would have to be the next turn, though, man. I can throw up a ninja cloud though. So
You can go ahead and roll a perception check real quick. If you're going to take a second. Let's say it'll cost you half your movement speed to take that extra second.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so that works. You see another hidden gnome who is hiding right in this tree.
Okay. So I will use the other 20 feet. So I still have 20 feet
Yep.
to rush headalong with the right mouse button to here. And then the knoll directly to my, I guess, the north of my character, I will attack
Sweet.
with my Kurosagama.
Kurosagama, hit him. Alright, so... Okay, so that definitely hits.
Okay, and then let me... Okay,
So he does 4, and then let me see. Okay, so attack roll, strength. Target has advantage on its ability checks. If the attacker has disadvantage, if it is smaller, the attacker wins the contest, but the attack causes no damage. But the attacker target becomes entangled by the attacker. The entangled creature has disadvantage on attack rolls until the attacker ends the entanglement with a bonus action.
Yeah, let's go ahead and use it if that's okay.
So you want to entangle him?
Yeah, that would be great. Let's do that.
Sweet.
So target's strength or dexterity.
Perfect. So let's go ahead and he's so much smaller than you. He's taking a disadvantage on it. So you said a dexterity?
Yeah, you can choose either strength or dexterity, athletics or acrobats. It says.
Okay, so he rolled with a disadvantage because you're gigantic. So he is entangled and takes 4 slashing
It
damage.
failed. It doesn't matter. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. He thought he was so stealthy, then you walk up, look like you're going to attack the other guy, and then you pull out your Kursagama and you just wrap him up with it and then crunch it down so it hurts really bad.
Oh, that's
Excellent. I will also use my unarmed strike here as my bonus action to just reach around and pump him in the gut.
Cool. So you have him wrapped up, you're going to punch him? Oh, yeah,
him
that
in the
hits. That hits real bad because he has disadvantage. Alright, you punch him for another 4 damage, just straight up. And he's like, he makes a small whimpering noise as the wind is knocked completely out of him. And with that, it's going to bring us to Bloodscale. Your turn.
And we all know what I'm going to do.
To rage.
But of course.
Alright, the rage takes you.
Drink some water, dude. You're gonna choke.
See, just that guy right in front of me on the path.
Cool.
this guy.
Fuck that guy. Wait.
This fucking guy.
Yes. Save that for later.
Okay. So you hit with your great axe. You go to hit, and he manages to barely knock the axe out of the way with his spear.
Spear.
Just gonna grin at him. That's really all I got.
He freaks out you can see a little bit of fear in his eyes.
Could you do an
He's
intimidate
gonna
check?
attack you back.
A check is a action. At least one of those. If you're directly affecting like another thing, it's an action. So.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
There's actually some feats you can get to attack and intimidate it later on. So he dodges out of the way. You grin at him. He freaks out and he stabs out with his spear. And it does not hit at all. He strikes out
He's gonna
wildly.
keep swinging at each other and not hit anything.
The fear overtaking him, and he misses your head, but not by a whole lot.
He's a gnoll. How is he even reaching up towards my head?
He's
that?
trying. He can reach. That doesn't mean he can make it.
Yeah. That guy rolled.
Well, that's what I mean. Is like I don't think he can even get that high. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no, it's a pretty long spear.
Okay.
All right, and then so the one next to him who hasn't gone yet, he's gonna strike out at Shanoth to try to free his buddy. He doesn't know how the Kursagama works. And he also, as he goes to strike, you catch his spear and then kind of toss it back to him, as he also gets a little afraid.
Ha!
All right, and with that, it brings us back to Zeph.
All right, what do I got?
You can bite.
Can I claw too, or is it just bite?
Just bite. It's a pretty good bite,
Okay.
though. Fucking. So,
So I'm gonna move on up.
cool.
Moving on up.
That there?
Sorry.
Do you want to move here?
Yeah.
To the east,
I'm trying to think.
Can that
deluxe apartments in the sky.
Sky
Okay.
high.
Perfect. So you're gonna bite the gnome in the bushes, the knoll in the bushes. Yeah.
Yep.
Band name.
Bam. You go to bite him, but since he's kind of hard to get out in the bush, as you bite forward, he lets go of a branch that goes directly into your mouth, and you chomp down on some bitter pine tasting sort of bush. But you damage the shit out of that bush. All right.
That bush. Shit.
So
Then,
did I tear apart his cover?
Yes, yeah, he's officially easy to hit as fuck now. All right, and then so the entanglement on the Kurosagama, he can break that with a strength check, right?
Yeah. I believe on his turn. Let me look. I'll look real quick.
It's his turn, so that's why I was. Check. Let's see. The entanglement.
Actually, I'm sorry. They have to use an action to escape as though grappled. So, oh no, I think it's exactly what you did. I'm sorry. Go right ahead.
What?
Never mind. Just ignore everything I said the last 2 seconds.
Okay, so he's gonna try to make a strength check to bust his way out of this shit. So he kind of he shuffles off the Kurosagama, whose new name is Mortal Coil. And as he tries to flee backwards, you get an attack of opportunity on him.
Okay.
What do you want to hit him with?
I'm going to quickly rip the Kurosagama back and attack him with it again.
All right, go ahead. And it just barely catches him as he's trying to run again, and because he was trying to run away, it wraps around his feet, and he just kind of poof. He hits the ground. How much damage does that do?
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa.
Damn. Oh, so 8 damage.
Yep.
So he falls to the ground, and you notice like he's starting to bleed pretty badly from all of that.
Aha!
Vicer, you're up.
Alright. I think this is the only one I can hit without shooting through somebody.
This is true.
So let's just, do some nice good old-fashioned magic missile.
Missile. Okay, go ahead and roll it. Boom.
Boom.
10 damage.
Oh.
So as you get out your gun, and then so noticing that he dodged last time from because you were a little too dramatic, you do like a hip fire thing, like where you bring it halfway, and you shoot him, and he's all tied up, and so only his head is kind of sticking out of this chain weapon that's has him wrapped up, and he looks up. You can see he's blind in one eye, and the magic missile goes right through that eye and bursts out the back of his head.
No! Damn!
Did he turn his finger to the side? The
That's the kill shot.
All right, Rift, it's your turn. Yes, really well on initiative this time.
So,
you got to be careful moving through there. You might get an opportunity attack from home row over here.
right, is he still covered in foliage?
No, his foliage got eaten by the giant hyena.
Okay. Alrighty, so
I want to play
Former-
Catherine too, so.
go. Ooh, that's not good.
All right, so you see the knoll in the bush, and you try to get a good shot on him, but between the giant hyena and all the destruction, you barely miss, and it embeds right next to the knoll as he looks a little freaked out, and he's seemingly kind of trapped in this bush and can't get out. All right. Is that all? Are you done?
Can I do anything else?
Not
So-
really.
Okay.
Just checking this. I don't know. Shanoth, you're up.
All right. I will take aim at this one directly in front of me,
Okay, what do you want to hit him with?
and I will whip out
Excuse
the
me.
Kurosagama.
Kurosagama. You're really enjoying this new weapon, aren't you?
Excuse me while I whip
And
this
I
out.
closed the window that had all my spells on it. I'm sorry. Give me
That's okay. I've done it like 17 times already. Like, no, done that.
Is that a free action?
That is definitely a free action.
All right. Kurosagama.
All right, so okay, so this one, as you go to try to hit him with the Kurosagama, he saw kind of what it did to the other guy, and he dodges deftly out of the way, and you miss getting the good wrap or any attack on him.
Damn it!
And that brings us to Mr. Bloodscale.
Well, since I didn't take damage or deal damage, my rage actually dissipates, I believe.
Yep.
Alright, I'm just gonna chuckle at the little thing in front of me. Say good job. And I'm just gonna swing at it again.
He does
Swing
a hyena-like laugh back to you as you laugh at him.
Question.
And- yes.
He is flanked by the dog.
Yes, he is, and the dog gives flanking and pack tactics, so you do have advantage on the attack. Roll that beautiful damage.
Okay.
So
Okay.
as he gives you that little, you fucking bring it down on his, like you nearly cut his nose in half, and embeds and get a good slice down his chest. He's bleeding out of like a lot of places, but he's not dead yet. He's like making really
Good
horrifying,
job.
whimpering noises.
Damn.
With that, this gnoll is going to try to run away. Opportunity attack from the giant hyena. Do you mind if I roll the bite for you?
Please do.
There's too much bush in the way, and you can't quite get to him. What the hell is... This is the luckiest
Wait,
gnoll
I got
ever.
advantage, right? Because 25.
No, he's not. He's not flanked
But-
by the. See, he's.
But
too
he's
far away.
fleeing. It's
It's
an
an
opportunity
opportunity
attack.
attack.
He's
Opportunity attacks aren't with advantage, though.
Yeah,
they're
they
just
don't
an
necessarily
opportunity.
give you
Oh,
advantage.
okay. I wasn't sure. Okay.
Good question though. So he runs back over this way, and he's getting the f out of there. The other
You can still
gnoll.
chase him.
Wait, you can definitely
I
chase him.
I can totally take him down.
This gnoll also tries to run away, but he's an idiot and invokes 3 opportunity of attacks, starting with Shanath.
Oh,
Go for it, buddy.
oh man.
Not getting far. Maybe he is.
Okay, so you miss with the Kurosagama. Oh wait, no, he's flanked. He's flanked. Never mind, you have advantage.
Ah!
Yeah, because he's within the squares of dead Neelys. Okay, and so you. Okay.
If he's
Yeah,
grappled,
so-
does he even move then?
So as you go to throw the Kurosagama, you put a little extra oomph into it, and it wraps up, starting at the legs, and it goes up his body, and then the end of it jabs itself inside of his ear, killing him instantly.
Oh!
And then I spit him like a top as I rip my weapon away.
Yeah, and then he spins to the ground, gray matter flying a little bit everywhere. As
We're gonna have to
he is-
clean our brand new clothes.
and that brings
Glad
us.
I'm standing back
I
from
don't
this one.
understand what cleaning is.
And
That's on
that,
me again.
that's you again. Where you want to go?
I am cutting this bastard off because I can do like plus 60 feet,
Yeah, you.
Oh,
you
man.
can
and I'm
cover
gonna
some ground.
bite the shit out of him.
You're gonna try.
I'm gonna attempt
Oh,
to
God.
at least like 3 times.
As you run past him or try to run around him, let me I gotta put you back here. Can you all see the tree?
Yeah.
Okay, so as he was running back, this tree actually gets an opportunity of attack on you. You didn't know, but he's a living tree that is hanging out. And,
Oh, son of a bitch!
The druid's getting stalked by nature! Ha!
I have something I'm begging for a fireball.
what? A tree vulnerable to fire? What are you talking about?
Tree.
So as you reach by, one of the tree trunks come down and try to slam you into the ground.
Ah, shit.
And does 17 bludgeoning damage to your giant hyena form.
I've read this in a horror story. It's gonna do things to her, and then she's gonna turn into a deadite.
God damn it. Oh, man.
Oh man, I wish I was the king. It'd be good to be the king.
God damn it.
I wish I had a stick of boom.
So I can't actually hit that thing anymore.
No,
because
you were stopped in your tracks by the awakened tree.
Oh, but I was gonna go
Slowing it
through the
down.
open ground, not run into the tree. Damn it!
Sorry, the way it looked like you were headed
I
that
didn't
way. so-
clarify. That was my bad. So
That's all right.
Technically,
Next
the
time.
knoll is still horizontal. You might still be able to get attack on the knoll after the tree slaps you.
That's true. I'll
Yeah.
allow it. I'll allow it.
all right. All right, again.
Oh man, I don't know what
Yes.
my speed is.
Your speed is 30 feet. So here we go. So
Okay.
here we go. You're really tired of chasing this guy. You go for another gigantic bite on his ass. Oh yeah, you got it. TJ, your microphone is
TJ.
down a little long.
TJ Mike, there you
He's
go.
going. Okay, so yeah, you definitely caught the little bastard this time. You bite into his shoulder, and then as you pull it back, you actually rip a good portion of his shoulder and his arm off. He's still alive, but he is looking freaking rough.
Oh, it's so gruesome.
All right, and with that brings us to Vicer.
Go pew a tree, bruh.
Oh yeah.
It's got bitch slapped.
And I'm going to shoot this tree with a good old firebolt.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Shazao!
Holy
With a
shit! Yeah, that fucking hurts. Go ahead and roll the damage. All
Wow.
right, so as you you look at the tree. Oh shit! The tree stats didn't come to.
For the
so
record,
bad.
I do finger guns whilst jumping through the air.
Okay. So you jump through the air, but you jump sideways as you think it looks cool, and then as you land, you're just like poof, and then you fire. And then so then it hits the tree, and you see the tree like lights up, and it is like it's screaming. You feel like kind of this scream that sounds like a cello screaming almost. Like it's super bad. Like and you can tell that did a lot more to it than you really expected a firebolt to do.
I guess you weren't.
Whoa!
All right, that brings us to Mr. Riftwind.
Ty, can I do my wild magic thing?
Yes. Your microphone went a little wonky there, TJ. So let me get out the player's handbook. So you want to do your wild magic surge? I assume I'm gonna wait for him to get his.
I just listened for Brandon to go wah.
So you want to do your.
Wario.
Wah! All right, so you want to do your wild magic surge?
Yes, please.
Okay, so go ahead and roll
Roll
a.
D20.
Yep. Oh no, sorry. You use Tides of Chaos. I'm in charge of the Wild Magic Surge, but the
Oh,
so
okay.
you do Tides of Chaos. So this would that you use that to gain advantage. But since you reminded me of it, roll a d20.
Oh, okay. I
Another
did.
one. Roll another
16.
one.
Roll another one? Alright.
Yeah, roll another one.
Well, why would he need to use it to get advantage if he already hit the shit out of the thing?
No,
Yeah, that was my
this is
bad. I
no,
was
so-
thinking I had the wrong control. See, Ty has control over the wild magic surge, which I thought I had control of, and I was going to do that. But I actually have a different thing.
yeah, so you use yeah. So remember, I can't do the Wild Magic Surge again until you use your Tides of Chaos. So.
Oh, okay.
All right, perfect. So you so for the Wild Magic Surge did failed and brings us to Viftwind.
Alrighty. So, how hard does this tree hit, guys?
It's on fire! Who cares?
It did 17 bludgeoning damage to the giant
The
hyena.
hyena.
Who then promptly bit its little friend's arm off. I can't see that. All right, so you pull your longbow and then you fire it straight at the awakened tree and it hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Oh, that.
Nice. Very nice. So as you fire your longbow, not exactly sure what it's gonna do. It hits the that's piercing damage. So it hits it, but it doesn't do as much as you were expecting. As you see it thud into it, and a little bit of sap starts to run down.
I just did it.
Yeah, no, you fucking didn't. Now I'm fucking in here with the soap I'm fucking allergic to. Giving me a fucking headache.
Didn't stop.
I should have to.
Moving on.
No. I gotta wait so I can edit all that out.
There.
Take your time, bud.
Do. This is awkward noise for you. Do. This is noise we make when it's awkward. All right, so just gonna call that his turn. Shut off. You're up.
Anyone seen
No.
any good movies lately?
I have not.
Nah.
Again, Atomic Wand was a solid B.
Solid B.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Let me see.
Yeah.
Is there a way to mute anybody real quick in in
Hangouts now?
Hangouts,
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't look like
Pretty
it.
sure you can if you have the hangout, like the main one that you.
Yeah,
invited.
I can mute myself. I just can't throw specific mutes out. Apparently.
No, I can't either.
Okay. It sounds like it's moved to the other room at least. Man, that sucks. I'm so freaking. That upsets
Yeah.
me. That upsets me greatly.
I'm upset
That
as
upsets
well.
me greatly.
I know somebody who wants to kill a bitch. I can tell you that much.
Yeah!
Definitely,
Somebody wants to smack a bitch.
I'm down.
well, you know,
Oh, God.
growing up with an abusive mother myself, this is absolutely terrifying to have to listen to, and
Oh.
it's yes.
The anger. The anger. Are you okay?
Yes. I'm okay.
You're done with
All
it.
right. Whose turn is it?
It is Shanoff, the living monastery's turn.
Okay. I will attack this guy here.
Perfect. What do you want to hit him with?
I will attack with my Kurosagama.
The lovely new Kurosagama. That hits. Alright, so and he's so much smaller than you. Go ahead and what is it? So he's gonna roll a strength check, trying not to get entangled, but he's probably going to because he has disadvantage. Yep, no, you get him.
I love how much it's said in this party. He's way smaller than you.
And so you bring down your Kurosagama, and then you hit him at about the neck level, and it starts to wrap downwards under his on his body, and then you cinch it tight, dealing
Probably didn't need the unarmed strike.
6. No, this guy actually hasn't been touched.
Yeah, that was the one that I cut the fucking nose and chest of.
Oh, that's right. Where the hell? Oh man, his damage reset for some reason. Hold on. So it's a 6. So go ahead and just hit the unarmed strike for me real quick.
Well, unless you
Okay.
put it on the wrong knoll, and that's why the other knoll died so fast.
That's
Which is
pretty
fine.
much what happened. So
Which is fine. As long as things die.
So you wrap it up, and then you as you get him rolled. TJ, I think your thing's gone a little wonk again.
It's
No,
not
it's not
Okay.
TJ. It's not.
It's not me.
Okay, so you wrap him up,
Like 10 criminals.
and then you pull harshly for him, and you crack him right in the jaw. And you can see you rocked him pretty hard. He looked like he was about to fall over. Now he's grappled.
All right,
That's
that's
fuck.
done for my turn.
Bloodscape. Ooh.
Well, since this one that I thought I was giggling at, I wasn't giggling at, I'm now giggling at it!
It saw what happened to the last one you giggled at, and it is freaking out. Because it's also wrapped up in a chain and terrified.
Well,
You have advantage on this attack because he's both grappled and flanked.
damn right I do.
Alright. That will hit.
You're damn right!
And so, as the Kurosagama has him wrapped up, you chuckle at him. He looks terrified. You pull your axe over your head like you're going to cut him in half, but as you're bringing it down, you swipe and cut his head clean off, not wanting to damage the valuable Kurosagama.
Whoa! Don't harm another man's weapon like that. That's not cool.
You got that respect for him. All right.
Yo,
Jesus.
that man, respect, yo.
That brings us to there's the Knoll's turn. I missed it, but I actually scrolled past him. So the Knoll that has run away to this tree, he's got his arm ripped off by a giant hyena. He's not
Ugh.
sure what to do, so he just he reaches out and he attacks the giant hyena back with his spear.
Spear.
Oh, and he actually hits. And you take
Wow.
15 points of damage on the giant hyena.
I'm down to 0.
No, you're down to 13. I've been keeping track of it with the giant, because it's the giant hyena's health, not yours.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, while you're in wild form, you actually get the wild hyena. You get all of the giant hyena. You get all of its health and everything to kind of make up for your lack of spells while you're in that form.
And then when its health hits 0, you just go back to being yourself
at
with
the
whatever
hit
hit
points
points
you were.
had
Yeah, exactly.
before. So
Okay.
Yeah. So now
when you transform at full hit points, you effectively just get a shit ton of other hit points on top of yours.
That's cool.
and then it's also the tree's turn, and he's gonna take another swing at the giant hyena.
Tree.
Tree.
Oh yeah, and you take 14 points
no.
of bludgeoning damage, knocking you out of being the giant hyena.
And I think she takes whatever overflow there is.
There was overflow of 1, so you take
Yeah, so she
one
takes
Oh,
one
damage. from
damage.
regular.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm right
T24.
here right now, right?
Yeah, that's where
Right
you're at.
here, right now.
Right
Cool.
here, right now. Sorry, I don't. For some reason, your token didn't have its hit points on it anymore. Let me go and throw those up for you. Hold on. Oh, shit.
1 and 3.
So many. I have so many things going up. Alright, here we go. So we got 23 hit points, AC of 12, movement of 30. Alright, cool. Alright, so he's knocked you out of your giant hyena form, and it's your turn.
I'm gonna cast Hellish Rebuke, and I can hit up to 2 people.
Yeah, hit it.
I wonder who.
What level am I at?
You are level 3.
Grace.
I'm gonna cast that at level 3 now.
Okay, so the tree has to do a dexterity save.
Ah!
I think this tree is here to make
Are
up
you
for me
serious?
moaning about the
The
last
tree
monster
literally made
fought.
the save.
The tree made the save! Oh,
Damn it!
so that's
quick
fucking
question.
hilarious. Yeah.
No,
Didn't-
no, it's a,
Didn't Vicer already light this tree
fire
on
damage.
fire?
He hit it with a fire
Yeah,
attack. It doesn't light it on fire. It didn't.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
Damn.
it's okay. It only took
Isn't
half
that a
damage.
disadvantage since he's already on fire?
No, it's not
No,
on fire.
it's not already on fire.
So,
That's why I
um,
just clarified.
But it's funny because it did the dexterity saving throw somehow, and so it only took half damage. But since it's weak to fire, it took full damage. So no biggie. And then
Everything still sucks!
the Knoll definitely did not make the check as he bursts into flames. He's missing an arm. He's scorched as fuck now, and bleeding out and trying to limp away as it's Vicer's turn.
And Noel's like, fuck, you see that, Neo?
Wait, I have a question. I have a question.
Wait,
Yes.
so, quick
Hellish
question.
Rebuke is a reaction. It's not actually her action, so shouldn't she still be able to take her action?
Oh, I thought it's a bonus action?
It's a reaction. You use it
Oh,
in
no, you-
reaction of something happening.
You can use it as like a counterattack sort of situation if you want, but when you're using it in this where it's just your turn, it counts as just a regular spell cast. As
Okay,
far as my
but
understanding. So.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So, we have the DC 12, and they have to do the dexterity save and everything, but
Yeah.
save for half damage, so technically I did
You
11
did,
fire damage plus 6 fire damage?
No. So the
No.
11 is the higher
And then-
level cast, which we haven't unlocked yet. So you did 6 damage. The tree made its save, so it did it took half damage, but and then the Knoll did not make its save, so he took full damage.
So higher level cast doesn't do anything?
Not until you're high level,
Oh.
because you can cast Hellish Rebuke as a third slot level spell and things like that. So.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Sorry, you didn't call it out. I didn't. What level were you casting it at?
3.
3? Okay, so then that'll do 11 damage to the gnome, burning him completely to death. As he's sent to the
Yay!
Shadow Realm of Fire. I can go and close
Call out-
this one of these sheets.
Just for everybody, future going, call out the spell level you're using.
Yeah, just because.
when you're doing
Okay.
it.
And make
Mine,
sure-
mine automatically does it when you do the thing.
Okay, so yeah, well, for
Like,
this one,
whenever I-
anything
Yeah.
that can be cast at a higher level, because you should be able to cast Fireball at like a 3rd level now, which increases the damage and everything. So make sure you're prepared slots and stuff. And not only that, I also need to get used to keeping an eye out for it. That's why it said higher level cast. I probably wouldn't have said that without her casting it at a higher level. So it's just a learning curve for me as well. So, all right, with that, it brings us to Vicer's turn.
Time for more fire. I pull out my other hand.
All right, so that does barely hit.
Yeah.
Well, all right, so as you pull out your other hand, you aim it, and then you like wink, even though you know you're way too far away for anybody to see you winking. and you fire the spell, and it hits it for 10 points, but it does far more than 10 points as the trees started to droop heavily, and sap is kind of coming out of it as we bring ourselves to Riftwind's turn. You back, Ed?
Nope.
Damn.
Okay. That
I'm
brings us
untexted.
to Shanoth's turn.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here.
Got that speed.
The distance to my target. Actually, I can easily make that.
Yeah, you're good.
So I will carefully choose my path away from trees.
Beautiful.
And
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
will use my Fangs of the Fire Snake. So on my attack, I can spend 1 key point to cause tendrils of flame to stretch out from your fists and feet. Your reach with your unarmed strikes increases by 10 feet for that action as well as the rest of the turn. A hit with such an attack deals fire damage instead of bludgeoning damage. And 1 key point when the attack hits, it also deals an extra 1d10 damage.
Sweet. Roll it.
So
buddy.
I will pull up this thing,
Oh, yeah.
which I closed again. No, I didn't.
Ty, sending you a thing real quick.
Cool. On what?
Blizzard. It really has no bearing on this one, so I'm
Okay,
just sending you a thing.
Nice. Alright, you're doing it with your Kurosagama?
Yes, it says attack. I thought it said
Sweet.
unarmed, but it says attack.
Alright, how do you want to do this?
So I will spend. I hit. Sorry, one more second while I review this.
Oh, no. This is, you're finishing it off. Describe how you want it to be finished off.
Okay, so as I strike in, I slam the blade edge right into the tree. It is engulfed in fire. Its original damage is fire damage, and then I will spend my key point, which will add. God damn it!
Yes, that's a
There we
1d10.
go. So, what did I say? 8 plus 10, so 18 damage.
Perfect. Alright, so as you run up with your Kurosagama, you're being careful to dodge the trees, but as you're running, you feel the element of fire that you've becoming more familiar with as you've growing in the ways of monkhood. You run up, and then so the Kurosama is trailing behind you as you run, and you swing around it, seeing it's such a big target, and you plant the sharp end into the bottom of the tree as the rest of the chain wraps up and seems to be extended into flame as the entire tree is engulfed and wrapped in this chain of flame, and then the entire thing ignites extra, and the entire thing is burnt down to a crisp, and your Kurosama falls to the ground in a perfect circle around the ash where this awakened tree once stood.
Oh man, that gave me tingles. You need to read me stories tonight.
All right, and with that, this will bring
Are you
us.
hitting him?
Yes.
Are you
Nice.
not? I'm just kidding.
Well, that'd be weird if your brother was hitting on you.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be
That'd be Molly's
awful.
Oh God.
Oh god.
So with that, I think that's going to wrap us up for the day. You guys have been started on your adventure, dragged by the Kenku to Mr. Lee, Shanoth Jr., Michelangelo, and Scrappy to your new destination, and have been joined by your new friend Faf. You guys are the worst.
I'm the best.
And you've
I
defeated.
tried giving you an out on that by making it have a name already, and you did not take it.
I was giving TJ the chance, but if he wants Faf, he gets Faf.
Yeah.
And you know, if he wants, he can have Faf about, or he can leave Faf at home.
Hey-o.
All right, with that, I think we're going to wrap it up for the night. You guys are well on your way to finding out what these Kenku need your help with.
Cool, man. Great
Yay.
job.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah.